Hi, my name is Festus Odije Reweli, and I'm happy to be back on this second episode. Today we will be looking at the entrepreneurial spirit. You remember what all we talked about last time, and today we'll be looking at that driving force that is in every man that wants more. That spirit that is in that man that wants more. Now, have you ever realized that even beggars, even when they have set targets for themselves and they have achieved that target, they still want to remain there at their trading places for more? It happens in every man. We have seen presidents in this country, despite the fact of 7-8 years in office, they still want to remain in office. In fact, there is one African country where the president believed that it is his responsibility to take care of the country for the rest of his life until he dies. This is because of that entrepreneurial spirit that wants more. Now, I'll tell you a short story of what happened to me in 2013 in Lagos. There was this young man who was notorious for begging. Everybody in my office then knew him to be a corporate beggar. So one day I called him and we got talking, and I asked him, "Why do you beg for a living?" He looked at me and he laughed and he said, "Sir, you won't understand." I said, "Tell me." "I will understand if you are able to tell me the truth." And he said, "Fine. Now, I'm a graduate and I've looked for a job and I couldn't get any. I resorted to begging. I tried it out one day and I saw that I could actually live by it. So what happened was that I took it as a profession. Every day I beg between the hours of 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I asked him, "How much do you make on a daily basis?" As far back as 2013, Daniel could come up with 7,000 naira on the average. And he did that every weekday except Saturdays and Sundays. If you put that figures together, then you'll be getting a minimum of 140,000 naira. That was his monthly take-home pay. And so one day, I was closing late and I saw him. This time it was around 7:07. And I called on him and I said, "Daniel, you still here? You ought to have closed by 6. And he said, "Sir, you won't understand." I said, "But you know I always do. What is it this time?" And he said, "Business has been beautiful today. Very good." And I asked, "How beautiful?" And he said, "Today I have made 10,000 naira." And I asked, "If your average is 7 and you've made 10, why don't you go home?" And he said, "The opportunity of making more exists." That is the spirit of wanting more. Now, like I said, it doesn't have to be only for the poor man. I once listened to the interview of Warren Buffett, and someone was asking him, "Why do you have so much landed properties?" He said something that amazed me. He said each time he acquires a property, whether land, an empty land, or a land with building, and he sees the next one close to the one he has acquired, he gets angry in the inside. Why is that not for me? Why should that property belong to someone? And then he starts making inquiries that will help him to acquire that property. This is the spirit of more. In our study, we have been able to put this in 3 different stages: the inactive stage, the active stage, and the super active stage. Every man has the spirit. Like we had said before, if you were created by God and born by a woman, you have the spirit in the inside of you. Which one is the inactive spirit? The inactive spirit is the spirit of that man who is lazy, who is satisfied with the level where he is. He does not take responsibilities. He believes that all that he is born to do is to become a liability to the next person. He believes that he is to be taken care of. He doesn't take responsibility for anything. And that's why we say for this group of people, they have an inactive entrepreneurial spirit. They don't have it activated in any way at all. And that is why they don't take responsibilities. The second group is the active spirit, the active entrepreneurial spirit. These people, they take responsibility. They are dissatisfied with the level they are in. They want to do more. They want to achieve more. They believe that something has to be done to make their lives better. Even if they are doing well, they believe there is still a space up there for them to want to get to, and they do everything to get to that stage. Now, for people to get into this second level of spirit or entrepreneurial spirit, it means that you have had relationship with knowledge, with people, with mentors, with coaches, people who will activate and make the visions for you clearer than you have ever seen or known. And your relationship with people, or the books that you have read, or the people that you have listened to, will be the driving force in getting you to this active level. The third level, which is the final level, is the level of super active entrepreneurial spirit. These people are not people who run away from responsibilities. They actually look for responsibilities. They look for responsibilities. These people are not just risk takers, they are risk themselves. These people are huge. They have huge appetite to wanting to settle those that they have settled and look for how those they have settled to settle others. It's huge, it's mind-blowing. And this is the level every entrepreneur is supposed to get to. I don't know how much of this spirit that you have developed. And there are a few ways that you can develop and upgrade your entrepreneurial spirit. One of those ways is by mentorship. Who are your mentors? Who are the people that you relate with? Who are your friends? Who do you listen to? What kind of messages do you hear? What kind of things do you read? You can get knowledge. You can get it from books. You can get it from audio. You can get it from the internet. These days, knowledge is available at your fingertips. But that only depends on the level of appetite that you have. If you are not dissatisfied at where you are, it's not possible to get to the next level. I ask that every one of us develop entrepreneurial spirit today. See you in the next episode. I remain Festus Odigye Erewe.